Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Taylor. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Taylor, I'm Yvonne Garza, manager from the number one radio station in Mexico, and it's very nice talking to you.
It's great to talk to you too. Thank you.
Taylor, your first single from your fourth CD, Red, We Are Never Getting Back Together, in one day became a hit. In 1 week became the highest debuting digital downloads, and in 1 month is the number one hit in more than 26 countries, including Mexico. Did you imagine this?
I think when I wrote this song, I never predicted that it would go all over the world and do what it's done, because it just seemed like a simple song that I was just kind of ranting about. Like, you know, it was a song I wrote about a really bad on and off relationship. And I don't think that when I wrote it, I thought that it would go as far as it's gone. Or I don't think I thought it would be the first single.
Yeah, that's amazing. And how do you feel about this hit?
I think it's so amazing to see the music go all over the world. And to me, that just means that we can go and play more concerts in different places where I've never been before. And it's such an exciting idea for me. I really love traveling, and I love seeing the fans in places I've never been. So this is seeming really exciting.
And is this song inspired in something that happened to you?
Yes. This song is about a on and off relationship that I was in, and we kept breaking up and getting back together. And every time we got back together, I felt so disappointed in myself because I knew that it was wrong, and it felt like we were always fighting, and there were all these problems with the relationship. And when I finally was done, it was almost like a celebration, and that's when I wrote We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. And that's why that song sounds so much more like a party than a breakup song.
I think that all of us that listen that song, we really feel the song like we wrote it, because in all relationships that happened, and we us girls always go back to that guy that always promises us that, yes, I love you, and that's not even true. They just want us right next to them. So that's an amazing thing that you help us girls to sing this song with a lot of feelings, right?
Thank you so much. Yeah, when I see the fans singing along to this song, I feel like they must know what I'm talking about. Like, they must have gone through a same sort of relationship that I had been through.
Yeah, that's amazing. And which is your favorite song of this album?
I think my favorite song off of this album is a song called I Knew You Were Trouble. And it's a song that is really chaotic sounding. It's really big. It's got a lot of bass, and it's a song about knowing that someone is bad news the second you meet them, but you fall in love with them anyway, and then you realize that you were completely right to think that they were bad news because you end up heartbroken.
Okay, great. And all your songs are inspired in something that happened to you, or sometimes it's about just life?
I think I get inspired by things that are happening to my friends. I get inspired by movies. I get inspired by stories I hear. But mostly I get inspired by my own life. You know, it's like mostly I just get inspired by things that happen to me and kind of the way that I am processing my own emotions.
Okay. And who are you a fan of?
I'm a fan of all different types of music, and rap, hip-hop, pop, country, folk, singer-songwriter, acoustic. I really listen to everything, and I think that is why this album is so different and so adventurous. I really let all of the music that I'm a fan of influence my music.
Okay, so this album is country and pop and a lot of mixes there?
It's got a lot of different influences in the record because I worked with a lot of different people who are from all kinds of different genres. And it's really fun for me to make albums that kind of push the boundaries and explore the edges of what I'm allowed to do. And that makes me feel like, you know, there's a sound on the record for everyone.
Okay. And who is your musical influence, your biggest musical influence?
I think my biggest musical influence, I'm influenced by so many different people. I was always very influenced by the band Snow Patrol, and growing up, I was influenced by Shania Twain, the Dixie Chicks, and Faith Hill. And all the singer-songwriter women who have been such amazing role models, like Sheryl Crow and Melissa Etheridge and Alanis Morissette. So I've always had a lot of different influences.
A few days ago, you tweeted, "I feel like I'd be more understood if people knew I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith is how most of my emotion sounds in my head." Does this have anything to do with your new album?
No, it was a joke.
Okay.
It was like, you know how intense that song is?
Yeah.
Like, it's just so emotional, and it's, like, so intense. I just kind of was, like, making the point that, like, that's how all my feelings are.
Okay, great. But you are still a fan by Aerosmith?
I'm a huge fan of Aerosmith.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, great. And Taylor, when are you coming to Mexico? We really hope you do. Do you have any plans?
I don't have any plans yet because the tour hasn't been announced.
Okay.
But I would love to come to Mexico because it's always been a place I've wanted to tour. I've always heard from the fans there on Twitter, and when I hear from them, it makes me want to go there and play a show and meet them.
Yeah, we are really expecting you to come here. And, well, do you have any message to your Mexican fans?
I would just like to say thank you for everything, and I really can't wait for you guys to hear this new album. I'm so excited.
Well, thank you very much for this amazing album and this amazing single. And Taylor, I hope we see you very soon here in Mexico.
I hope so too. It's great talking to you.
Thank you, Taylor. Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.